I'm going to ask a question carefully, but and if you can't answer it, that's okay. I know you can't tell me what's in the house, so I'm going to ask it this way. Before this happened, if I said to you, do you have a wish list for your home of some, if you had a fantasy home, and you would have said yes and answered it, you don't have to tell me what it was. But I mean,
I got ideas.
But if you had that wish before it was built, did that wish come true now without telling me what it is?
The show did a really good job in their own way learning about our family and how we live and our lifestyle and our tastes and the things that we're interested in. And they implemented those things into our house really well. And you'll see that in the show. And, anybody who knows me, in person or on Facebook, they have an idea for the things that we're into. And, I can say that our house definitely meets our needs and our wants, and it's a very comfortable place. It's a very big house, but there aren't a ton of rooms, which is really nice for us, because we like big open spaces.
Mm-hmm.
But I will probably put this out there, is we do have one room that's kind of like a musician's dream room, which is really awesome.
Wow.
So look for that on the show.
I figured that, actually. All right, let me ask you about the day you learned about this. What time of the day was it? Describe what happened to you the day that they revealed the news to you.
Okay, well, when you get down to the wire, they tell you that there's 5 families that could be, one of 5 families could be chosen. I guess for us it was December 7th.
Oh, so you knew you were in the running.
Yeah, because
okay.
The way the whole process works is, I guess you can apply to the show, but in our situation, someone nominated us when they heard they were coming to the Gainesville area. And so when we were nominated, and I understand that over 300 other families were nominated as well, producers just start talking to you and asking you questions and learning more about your family and your story and see pictures of you and your home and learn, they just learn, everything about you. And then, as they go through all of that, they kind of get their list down to about 5 families, but they can only choose one. And so those 5 families they contact and they say, hey, December 7th is decision day. Be prepared to leave on vacation if your family's chosen.
Oh, wow.
And, so you're either going to know or you'll get a phone call and they'll say, I'm sorry, but, another family was chosen.
Okay.
But anyway, I don't remember what time of day it was that they actually came. I mean, it was in the morning, but, we were the family that got chosen, and,
So what you usually see on TV is that guy Ty Pennington, is that his name? Ty? He's out there with a megaphone. That's what happened to you?
Yeah. And what was actually kind of funny about it is I understand he was actually out there calling our name about 4 or 5 times because we couldn't hear him because we were like in the house and the kids were running around screaming, playing with their trains and their toys. And, Ty was like, what's going on here? They don't want to come out?
Oh, no.
No, but, we eventually heard them and came out, but it was just so noisy in that house with all the kids running around.
You have 2 boys, is that right?
I have 3 boys and 1 girl.
3 boys and 1 girl. Okay, so you and the 3 boys all had mohawks, correct?
Yes.
Was that
Yeah.
was that because you knew they might be coming? You did that on purpose, or was it a weird
coincidence?
I mean, it has become etched in my mind, that picture of you standing out there with the opening day, whatever the one shot I saw. I didn't see footage of it, but I did see footage.
The mohawk thing actually had nothing to do with the show.
Nothing, huh?
Yeah, absolutely nothing. Our boys have had mohawks on and off since they were really young.
Oh, really?
I think my oldest son, TJ, who's now about to turn 8, he requested his first mohawk when he was about 3 or 4. So, over that period of time, they've had mohawks on and off. And then the story with my mohawk was about a year ago. All the boys had their mohawks, and I think it was TJ. He said, hey, Daddy, why don't you get a mohawk? And the thought never had occurred to me. So I thought about it for a second. I was like, well, I guess I could.
Oh, no.
And then I said, Joe, what do you think? Do you think I should get a mohawk? And she said, you know what? You're too chicken to get a mohawk.
Uh-oh.
So
that's all she needed to say, right?
Yeah, that's what did me in. So I got the mohawk, and then, we already had the mohawks when the stuff with the show came up. So it really had nothing to do with TV, but I think it kind of adds to it and makes people scratch their head because some people will look at it and immediately place judgment on us.
Are your children also interested in drumming or in music?
Absolutely. The way that we approach our children about that kind of stuff is, we want it to come from them. If they want to play piano or guitar or dance, we want them to tell us and allow us the opportunity to give them the opportunity to do it. But we don't push it on them or anything. They all play drums just because we have drums around, and it's there, so they play it. But we have a piano in the house too, and they mess with that all the time. So what's cool about it is they've expressed an interest in it without us having to force it on them.
And that's what's really wonderful about the reflection of yourself, Tobin, and the reflection of your wife, is that you both have open minds and you embrace the wishes and wants and dreams of others, and then you help manifest somebody else's wants and wishes and dreams into their very own without making yourself part of that. And that's what you do for everybody in the community. You and your wife give yourselves to so many causes, and you let the people that are in charge of those causes shine, and you provide all of the support, and that's wonderful.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Tobin Wagstaff is on the phone with us. He will be he's the dad of the featured family on Extreme Makeover, which is happening this Sunday. I know there are some parties actually planned. I think some sports bars are saying no sports tonight. We're going to watch a house being built.
Yes.
Awesome.
Did they tear down your entire old house?
Oh yeah. Yeah, when they say they do an extreme makeover, they're not kidding. Yeah, they rip everything out, everything, including the old foundation and the dirt that was there. Everything goes.
Oh my goodness!
And they bring in new dirt, new sand, new foundation. I mean, from the ground up, it's a completely new house.
I don't know anything about building, but how does cement dry that quickly?
I think I'm not a builder either, so I can't tell you everything specifically. But I know that they have some additives that they put in it, and then I think also how they pour it, I think, has something to do with it. But they get it secured really fast, and it works.
Isn't it amazing?